Following fan favorite Frank Fritz's passing, American Pickers' premiere ratings fell compared to the prior season. Mike and Robbie Wolf, John, Jersey John Shelley, Danielle Colby, and the rest of the Wolf family returned to American Pickers for their 26th season on October 9. Mike, 60, rummaged through a collection of Evel Knievel artifacts, including a unique billboard from his Snake Canyon jump, in the first episode, which aired for an hour. Robbie and Jersey John, meanwhile, perused the relics of a late auto enthusiast. The U.S. Sun has exclusive knowledge that just 565,000 people tuned in, thus clearly the show was a bust. Season 25, which premiered with 2 episodes in December 2023, has seen a tremendous decline from this point. While 723,000 tuned in to Classic Car Cemetery, just 676,000 tuned in for Hidden Cash Stash, the second installment of the premiere. Viewers increased to 880,000 for the third episode, and they stayed rather stable for the remainder of the month. The numbers surged to 948,000 people for the show airing on January 24. Throughout most of February, the ratings fell back down, peaking at 966,000 on February 28 and lowest at 774,000 on February 14. There were 832,000 viewers for the March 27 finale. On August 30, 2023, with 554,000 viewers, ratings fell into the 500 zeros for the final time. Following Frank Fritz's tragic death, American Pickers has announced the official debut date and first teaser for Season 26. On debut day, the program played episodes starring Frank, a fan favorite who was a part of the cast from 2010 until 2020. The first episode of Season 26 did not include him, much to the disappointment of his followers. After Thursday night's season debut, one viewer complained on Reddit, writing, "There was no dedication to Frank. In his honor, I think they should have included a title card or something at the very end." What utter contempt. "As for me, I'm still not into this program," another said. "I saw the title card on one of the Frank-centric reruns last night, but not on the new episode premiere," the third person remarked. According to an exclusive interview with the U.S. Sun, Frank's close buddy Jerry Gendreau said that if Frank hadn't been sick, he would have returned to the performance. "In my mind, Mike and Frank were the comedy equivalent of Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. When it came to the program, Jerry Lewis's Frank was just as crucial, if not more so. It's not easy to be Jerry Lewis every single time. Frank probably would have returned if it weren't for his health problems. Plus, he was dealing with some major health problems, experiencing Crohn's disease from the age of 25 or 30 onwards. Inflammation in the digestive system characterizes Crohn's disease, a bowel disorder. The reason Frank became a favorite among viewers, according to Jerry, was his spontaneity. He was the comedian who would say the most bizarre and ridiculous things that would make you go, 'Wow,'" Jerry said. The stars have reportedly signed on for 3 further seasons beyond the current one, according to the U.S. Sun. Despite the agreement, Mike and Robbie's show may be winding down, according to a prior story in the U.S. Sun. "I am unsure of the show's duration," a source had earlier informed the U.S. Sun. "I don't know how long Mike and Robbie will want to do this," a source said. "I think they would want to retire at some point. They've been doing this for a long time and it's putting a strain on your life," Mike's pal said. "They make it seem like, we're on the road again," the insider said. "I don't have the time to go through all of this. Some days you don't wish you had that job and you could do whatever you wanted. Some days you're all excited about your job," said the friend. After undergoing back surgery which resulted in 185 stitches and 2 rods in his spine, he stepped away from the program to recuperate. Frank was clean, lived a healthy lifestyle, and dropped 65 pounds while on vacation. Mike revealed that he was formally fired in 2021, despite his openness about wanting to return to the series following his absence. In his statement at the time, Mike expressed his grief over Frank and wished him well for his future endeavors. "I haven't talked to Mike in 2 years, Frank confidentially said in an interview with the U.S. Sun in 2021, indicating that the two had a falling out. "He was aware that my back was hurting, yet he still didn't check in with me. That is the way it is. To replace me, Mike may be trying to recruit his brother Robbie. Why he's acting that way toward me is beyond me." Both of them made amends after Frank's stroke in July 2022. With Mike and other loved ones at his side, he died away on September 30, 2024, 2 years later. Posting on social media after Frank's demise, American Pickers expressed their sadness, saying, "We are saddened to share that our friend and beloved member of the History Channel and American Pickers family, Frank Fritz, has passed away on September 30, 2024. For more than 10 years, Frank shot American Pickers. The endless quest for classic bikes and motorbikes by the bearded charmer will live on in our memories. Those closest to Frank are in our prayers at this time. His absence will be profoundly felt." The History Channel's long-running hit show American Pickers has faced a significant decline in ratings following the tragic death of Frank Fritz, one of the show's beloved former co-hosts. The season premiere of the latest installment, which aired in 2023, saw its lowest ratings in years, marking a turning point for the series that has been on air since 2010. For fans, Frank's absence was palpable, and it seems his departure from the show, compounded by his death, has left a hole that may be too big to fill. Frank Fritz was not just a co-host on American Pickers, he was the heart and soul for many viewers who tuned in each week to watch him and his longtime friend, Mike Wolfe, search for hidden treasures across America. The duo's chemistry and shared passion for finding relics from the past helped propel the show into a pop culture phenomenon. With Frank gone and his death still fresh in the minds of fans, the ratings dip is not just a reflection of his absence but also a mourning of what once was. The legacy of Frank Fritz on American Pickers. For over a decade, Frank Fritz was an integral part of American Pickers, working alongside Mike Wolfe to dig through barns, basements, and backyards in search of forgotten items that held historical or sentimental value. Frank's expertise in antiques, particularly in old signs, motorcycles, and oil cans, made him a fan favorite. His enthusiasm, down-to-earth personality, and love for the rusty gold they uncovered resonated with viewers who saw him as more than just a television star. He was someone who shared their passion for preserving the past. When Frank left the show in 2021 due to health issues and personal conflicts, fans were left wondering if the show would ever be the same. Frank had been dealing with complications from Crohn's disease and had undergone back surgery, which kept him off the air for an extended period. Behind the scenes, there were also reports of a falling out between Frank and Mike, leading to his departure from the show entirely. While Mike continued to carry the show forward with new co-hosts, including his brother Robbie Wolfe and other pickers, Frank's absence was keenly felt by longtime viewers. In July 2023, Frank suffered a devastating stroke, which ultimately led to his passing at the age of 58. His death marked the end of an era for American Pickers, and fans were left grieving the loss of a man who had brought so much joy and enthusiasm to their television screens. With Frank gone, the show faced a challenge it had never encountered before: how to move forward without one of its most beloved figures. Why the ratings dropped. The impact of Frank's death. The premiere episode of the new American Pickers season was anticipated with mixed emotions. Fans were eager to see how the show would address Frank's death, if at all, and whether the magic that made the series so popular would still be present without him. Unfortunately, the ratings told a different story. The season premiere garnered the lowest viewership in years, signaling that many fans may have struggled to connect with the show in Frank's absence.